Opening with the king's pawn controls the center and opens up the light-squared bishop and queen, often leading to sharp games. The Scandinavian defense immediately challenges the center by attacking the e4 pawn. E takes d5 is the best choice as it opens up the center, and if black recaptures on d5 with the queen, white will happily attack the queen with knight c3. Knight f6 develops the knight with the idea of recapturing the d5 pawn with the knight instead of the queen. d4 takes space in the center, controls the e5 and c5 squares, and allows the dark-squared bishop to develop. Knight takes d5 captures the d5 pawn and places the knight in the center. Knight f3 develops the knight toward the center, supports the d4 pawn, and controls the e5 square. g6 prepares to fianchetto the dark-squared bishop to g7, where it will sit on the long diagonal. You're kicking their knight out of a useful square. This misses a better way to move a knight to safety, developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. This fianchettos the bishop by placing it on a powerful diagonal. This move lost the advantage, and now you stand equal. Castling kingside tends to be safer than queenside because the king is further from the center. Castling on the same side of the board as your opponent is a solid choice. This threatens to tactically win a pawn. You kick the opposing knight with a pawn, forcing it away. This move puts the knight on a safer square. Yes, this is the way. The game was close to equal, but now white has the advantage. You are threatening to force doubling of pawns. This threatens to kick a knight. You kicked your opponent's piece from that square. This moves the knight to safety. Nice, definitely the right move. Good job bringing your rook out early to build a solid position. This move is okay, but not what I would have played. White was better off, but now their position is winning. You take back. This threatens to eventually win a pawn. Good job, that's what I would have played too. This wins a tempo by threatening a knight and forcing it to move away. This moves your knight to a safer square. This allows the opponent to eventually win material. Now, your opponent can't stop you from winning material if you make the right moves. This mobilizes the knight, allowing it to control more of the board. Good job stepping in to defend your pawn. This is the strongest option. A good choice to move your threatened knight. This threatens to force a weak, isolated pawn. With the queen developed, you're building a more robust position. This is not the right idea. Recapturing. This attacks a queen, winning a tempo when it moves away. There is no stopping you from winning a pawn with the right follow-up. This threatens to create a passed pawn. You captured back. This permits the opponent to eventually win material. Good job defending that pawn. Putting the piece on a blockade square. With that move, you chase the knight away. This creates a counter threat against the queen, this is the way to win material. A very strong play. That rook was yours for the taking. Black will be winning material with that fork. Smart move reinforcing your pawn with extra protection. That was a free rook. That was a strong discovery. Now you'll win a knight. This moves the rook to safety. You captured that free knight. Very precise. You are threatening to play checkmate. This prevents the opponent from being able to play checkmate. Your pawn is no longer hanging and is now defended. A solid choice. You move your bishop to a better place, allowing it to control more squares. One of the best moves. This move makes your piece much more effective. This wins a tempo by threatening a bishop and forcing it to move away. This is the way to win a rook. This move puts the rook on a safer square. Good job stepping in to defend your pawn. This defends the attacked pawn. Very good choice. A very strong play. This is a fine move. A solid choice. Yes, this is the way. That pawn was free for the taking. Nice, definitely the right move. This blocks the check from an opposing queen. Your opponent's attacking piece is gone. That was a free bishop. You are threatening to force eventual checkmate. This move puts the queen on a safer square. You step your king away from the checking queen. Right on target. Well done, an excellent move. This leads to losing a queen. This is the way to win material. This steps away from the checking rook. You missed an opportunity to win material through a skewer. This evades the check from the rook. Good thinking. This move puts your piece into a stronger, more active position. This blocks the check from an opposing queen. That threat to the pin piece will win you a queen. This is the start of the endgame, and black is losing. You captured a free queen? This steps away from the checking queen. This leads to winning a pawn by using a fork. This blocks the attack on a pawn that could have been captured. You can win a pawn with a fork. Very nice. This evades the check from the queen. Very good choice. Recaptures. You take back. This evades the check from the queen. You won a pawn for free. One of the best moves. This is a fine move. This evades the check from the queen. You captured a free pawn. There were worse moves, but also something much better. You're still on the road to checkmate. A very strong play. You continue the checkmate attack. This steps away from the checking queen. Your move gets closer to checkmate. This is the strongest option, getting closer to the forced checkmate. Very precise. You're continuing down the road to checkmate. You continue the checkmate attack. Congrats.